The Caretaker Committee of the People's Democratic Party in Oyo State has enjoined the faction of the party led by Tanimu Turaki to seek reconciliation rather than pursuing futile legal battle. Well, Chairman of the Caretaker Committee, Professor Abdulrahman Akionsho, made this call in a statement in Ibadan. A federal high court sitting in Ibadan had on Friday nullified the national convention from where the Turaki-led PDP leadership emerged. Akionsho said that the party remained committed to unity and democratic principles. All right, for more on the latest development in the People's Democratic Party, we have joining us now in the studio a member of the National Caretaker Committee of the party, Barrister Okechukwu Osuoha. Welcome to Newsnight.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, now that you have become what I would call, what is out there really, the court-recognized and authentic PDP. Am I right?
Yes.
What next?
Thank you so much. That is a very pertinent and very important question, because in party administration, there can never be vacuum. There must be an authority that must be administering the party. So the judgment of the Federal High Court in Oyo State in Ibadan yesterday was a welcome development. It was a fantastic judgment, because he tried to, kind of explain and some of those puzzles that people have been asking about. Essentially, was there any convention? That was the crux of the matter. The major issue was there any convention, and some people purportedly claimed. And the court rose and then held that there was no convention. That what they heard in Ibadan was, because there was total flagrance of and disregard and the disobedience of court judgment and others. And that based on that there was no convention. And in fact, he went further to state that all the decisions taken, whatever resolution or decision that were taken at that convention, was a nullity. And that pronounced, it was so emphatic, he said, yes, that the only authority that manages or should manage the affairs of PDP right now, it should be the National Caretaker Committee, which I'm a member, ably led by Abdurrahman Muhammad, and our National Secretary, the Caretaker Secretary, that Senator Anyanwu. So that's put to rest whether there's any question about any member, the NWC that is in charge of PDP now is the National Caretaker Committee.
And that is my next question.
Exactly.
In PDP's constitution,
okay,
yours is a caretaker committee.
Exactly.
Right. So what does your constitution say about caretaker committee?
Thank you.
Is it legal?
Yes, it's legal. You can even, from what, before we started, you made mention about what transferred in Labour Party. Labour Party, there was a vacuum. And when the expiration of the tenure of their NWC, they constituted a caretaker committee. And the controversy has been raging. But right now, the court has made a pronouncement and then directed and mandated INEC to recognize them. The same way, the Federal High Court, the one that I'm explaining, has equally mandated and directed INEC to recognize the National Caretaker Committee or PDP, because there cannot be vacuum. In my own constitution of our party, there's a tenure of NWC. After every convention, and then the national officers are elected, they have a tenure. Like our own, I was the former deputy national legal advisor of our party. We were elected in a convention in 2021.
Yep.
And that tenure expired. That NWC, the tenure expired by 10th of December last year. And there can never be a vacuum. There must be an authority or, that will now be managing the party. And that was what warranted and there was a NEC meeting, an emergency NEC meeting that was, that was held. At that NEC meeting, then the NWC that was exiting was, their tenure expired. And they left the office, and the NEC people, the NEC members of NEC now constituted a National Caretaker Committee made about 13 members, which I'm a member, and they gave them a mandate. The mandate is to go and conduct an authentic and legitimate convention.
Now, you've raised another question. Now that the Ibadan convention has been declared null and void,
exactly,
when is your committee scheduling the party's convention?
You know, there's a process and procedure. As I'm speaking to you, by Monday, this coming Monday, next tomorrow, we are going to have a NEC meeting. Already, the party, because one of the issues that were formulated that the court addressed was non-conducted. There were some states in the federation where congresses have not taken place, essentially in the southeast, Ebonyi State, Anambra State, southeast zonal congress, and even in Ekiti State, and some states in the north, which the court ordered and asked the party to go and conduct those congresses. A date has been, even notice has been given for those congresses. So we are meeting by this week. We are going to have a next meeting. Monday. So after that, then we now begin to plan for our convention. But you know, even there's a timetable, even in the Electoral Act, there's an electoral timetable. So between now and March, that's February and March, there must be a convention. We're going to conduct a credible convention that will now produce national officers, legitimate national officers of the party.
And take away the caretaker.
Exactly.
The Turaki sacked PDP says it will appeal.
Okay.
Are you confident that you will flood them again? And if they win,
okay,
what will you do?
My dear brother, I think whatever they are doing is, I see it as exercise in futility, because it's all about, recklessness. And then, because there's in law, there's what we call the judicial precedent. Yep. We call it in case law. That if a judgment of a court of competent jurisdiction, especially the court of first instance, gives a judgment that is per curiam. What we mean in law, per curiam means that it's in tandem with the law. Because judges, before they give a judgment, there's what we call obiter dictum. That's what was the obiter, what informed them to arrive at their decision. So when they give that decision and that judgment, if it goes to an appellate or superior court, the law says the superior court will not deviate. They will not go against that judgment. They will uphold it. So I think what they are doing is it is very unfortunate because it's trying to delay, what our process in our party. Are you hearing me? Because there's no time now, because we need a lot of time to put the house in order. Okay. Because the election is coming by 2027. Oh, so I am appealing to them. Beautiful. I think what I expect them to do now is to now admit the fact that they have lost their ground. They have lost the battle. They come back to the drawing table. Let us reconcile and put our party in order. I heard when you made mention about, is it a caretaker committee chairman of, is it Oyo State, or where there's a person you mentioned who now suggested and recommended reconciliation. It was so that they should come back and not go into the court because they cannot achieve anything. The law is so trite.
Okay, from what you've said, that's one of the issues I was going to raise. From what you said, you believe that you will win. Okay, well, exactly. That's fine. I mean, that's being positive.
Exactly.
That's being positive. One expects that. Now, I hope I have all the time.
Okay.
You've raised two issues.
Okay.
Okay. The first one I will tackle is, are you making any reconciliation moves? Because you're talking about the whole party. Some members are not with you now. You are the caretaker. Are you making any reconciliation moves to get yourselves together? And then secondly, before I go to the third one, how does this affect the fortunes of PDP with elections around the corner?
Thank you. The first question I will answer you. The onus lies, he who asserts in law, the burden of proof will rest upon his head. Because let me tell you, the other group you're mentioning, the court was so emphatic, and then the judgment was so unambiguous. He told them that, that the convention is nullified, and also that they should stop parading themselves as national officers of the party, and gave them order they should not parade themselves, and equally even asserted and then pronounced that the only authority that can manage the PDP now is a national caretaker committee.
We've established
so based on that, I believe, I'm expecting them, because they themselves supposed to come back.
I thought they said when the mountain doesn't go to the Mohammed goes
there
to
must be moves.
So if
there are stakeholders.
If they don't come to you, you won't go to them. Is that what you're saying?
There are still time, and there are procedures.
If they don't come to you, would you go to them?
What I'm saying, they are the people who have lost.
If they don't come to you, would you go to them?
Even this particular matter that came up in Federal High Court in Ibadan, They were the applicants.
If they don't come,
they went to the court. Do you know what they went to the court?
Would you go
Let
to
me, can I give you this explanation?
The question.
These are a group of people who disobeyed court judgment.
We understand all
then
that.
They later now went to a federal high court, the same court that rejected, and they now asked the court to give an order of mandamus.
We understand all
that.
Understand what we're talking about,
yes.
the fortunes of PDP.
Okay.
I mean, if they don't come to you, I mean, there's what we call peace.
Yes.
If they don't come to you, would you make efforts to reconcile?
I'm making
for PDP's
I'm
sake.
Saying something here.
Okay,
what I'm
PDP's
saying,
sake.
our party is a larger house.
All right.
PDP is like Catholic Church in the Christendom. So we are welcoming them, everybody, even those who are
you really like Catholic Church? When the parties,
you see the other people who are defected,
so
the other group who have even defected to other parties, political parties like APC and even ADs or that, I'm expecting them very soon. PDP will be stabilized.
Okay, before I let you go,
they will come back, and we are welcoming everybody.
Interesting. Before I let you go,
thank you.
Will PDP?
Yes.
This is a very important question.
Okay.
Will PDP be fielding a presidential candidate come 2027? And do you intend to bring the? Well, I've asked that question.
Yes. But why not?
Will PDP field? No, because it's on record.
Okay.
Because your fact. No. The original PDP. Now let's put it like that from the court.
Okay.
Wike sides with them, right?
Yes. Yes.
So, and Wike has said that he is rooting for APC and the incumbent president today. So will PDP field a presidential candidate come 2027?
My answer to this question, PDP is a party, a political party.
Yeah.
And political party is an association. Yeah. It's a legal personality. Are you hearing me? Statutory body. A lot of people are members. Are you hearing me? So there are process and procedure. When the time comes, what we are in now is to do our convention. After convention, we're able to do everything, to put the party in order. Then when it comes to the primaries, candidates will aspire. Are you hearing me? Both for presidential ticket, for senatorial ticket, for governorship ticket. We will do a credible primary, free and fair primary, and we select candidates. I hear them and feed them in who are presidential candidates.
Okay, but you've answered the question. So what are your chances?
If we can make an assertion, it is his personal, yes,
okay.
An individual. Fantastic. He has the right. Like myself, I have my choice and even my right to support anybody. Yeah. But the party will now do their own and present their candidates.
Okay, just very briefly.
Thank you.
Have I run off? Okay, yeah, just very briefly.
Okay.
With all that has happened with the PDP,
okay,
even if you field a candidate,
yes,
what is PDP chances on a scale of 1 to 10 of defeating the incumbent Tinubu?
For me, I know that Nigerians love PDP. PDP still remains a political party that people root for.
Who told you that?
I know that from the antecedents, the pedigree. Go all over Nigeria, 774 local government in Nigeria. People talk about PDP. They are even asking that PDP should, get our ass together.
I understand.
So, and I'm telling you, the president, from his performance, if he perform well, if Nigerians say he will go back, that's okay. But otherwise, if we present a candidate and a credible candidate, somebody that has the antecedent and pedigree, and the qualities. I mean, nobody. It's a content.
All right. I understand that.
That's what I can tell you.
Everybody blow your trumpet. So you're blowing your trumpet. Thank you so much.
Don't you know that PDP is a brand name?
The National Caretaker Committee, a member of the Barrister Osuoha. Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.